Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Ahmad Zairy, and today our group are going to compare these two particular car. On my right side here, we have Proton Satria first generation from year 2000. This version right here use 1.5 liter 12 valve single overhead carbureted inline 4 engine, Mitsubishi Orion engine that was also used by Proton Wira and Proton Saga. It also utilized 4-speed automatic transmission gearbox. We have Honda City hatchback from year 2021. It has 1.5 liter 4-cylinder 16 valve double overhead cam iVTEC engine. It uses continuous variable transmission (CVT), which a type of automatic transmission gearbox. We are not going to compare these two vehicles based on spec sheet, but we are going to compare their transmission system. As I mentioned before, these two cars use automatic transmission gearbox. But how different between them for normal users? Let's take a look, shall we?
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Zulkarnain. I'm the interviewer, and
my name is Abdullah bin Muhamad, and I am the driver of the car.
okay. The first question. What type of transmission of Satria 1.1 use?
Type of transmissions used for this car is 4-speed automatic transmission gearbox.
Okay. For the second question, is automatic easier than manual transmission?
For me, automatic is easier because you just need to put the gear knob on V and just drive, go off.
Alright. Okay. For my third question, from your opinion, what is the advantage of automatic transmission and disadvantage?
For me, advantages of automatic transmission is it is easy to use for all types of people. Second, automatic transmission also give driver more relaxed to drive during traffic jam. And thirdly, automatic transmission is more comfortable than manual transmission.
Okay. The second last question, what is the common problem when using the automatic transmission?
Common problem using automatic transmission is the gear usually like to slip. Then the change of gear also sometimes unresponsive, and the maintenance for automatic transmission is higher than manual transmission.
Okay. The last one, why you pick automatic transmission?
As I said before, first thing because of comfortable. Second, because automatic is easy to use when traffic is jam. Like in Malacca, we always jam, so it is practical to buy automatic transmission.
Okay, that's all for me and Shola. So we pass to next present. Okay, thank you.
My name is Azim Suhaimy,
And my name is Akalil Ahmad bin Dzulkifli.
and we move on to the second car, the Honda City hatchback. So a little bit about this car. It's a 1.5 engine, 4-cylinder, 16 valve DOHC iVTEC with a max torque of 545 Nm/m, max horsepower 119 horsepower, and top speed almost 195 km/h. So it's using gearbox of CVT, continuous variable transmission. So the question to our driver over here, our handsome driver. So your first car use the automatic transmission like the Satria. So how do you feel any different when using the new technology, the CVT technology?
I think there is a major difference between the older automated transmission and the CVT. I think for me, this CVT transmission is more responsive than the other one, which is make it quicker to shift the gear. So other than that, this car is very comfortable to drive because of its transmission, which the gear shifting is smoother than the older version of automatic transmission.
Okay, we move on to the next question. As we already know, CVT it does not have any fixed gear like the manual or automatic transmission. It uses a pulley system that can change the gear ratio according to the situation. So, from your opinion, does sometimes you feel your car lose some power maybe during climbing a steep road or at a high speed during highway?
Yes, from my experience, during the climbing the hills or driving at high speed, there is some lost power during the drive. But this car has the mode called Sport, which makes you help climb the hills very easily compared to the automatic transmission, which doesn't have.
Alright. I know about CVT and from other people they might think CVT is quite expensive, right? Most people state that out of other gearbox that available in the market, CVT is the most expensive in terms of maintenance. Maybe can you state what cost do the owner need to bear if they want to buy a car like this with CVT transmission?
I think for the CVT users, they need to like get ready their own budget because the service cost is quite expensive. I think about for every 10,000 kilometers, the cost will be like 300 ringgit Malaysia because it using the CVT transmission, which is more complex to the automatic transmission. So I think between 300 and 400 ringgit Malaysia
For every 10,000 kilometers.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, we already talked about the maintenance cost. Definitely, before buying this car, you already did some research, right? For the possible problem on that might happen for this CVT transmission. So, can you explain a little bit about some potential problem that might happen for this type of transmission?
Okay. Obviously, I did some research before buying this car. What is the common problems of the CVT transmission, especially with the Honda. So the first one is irritating noise. The cars with this system generate noise during initial acceleration. This noise is produced because CVT tries to adjust the engine speed. So if you during the acceleration, we will hear the noise of the CVT transmission trying to adjust, trying to be synchronized with the engine speed. And then next, the most obvious one is more expensive. As we know, the CVT transmission is more complex than the automatic transmission. Therefore, the cost is more higher than the automatic transmission. And then finally, the jerky movement. The cars with continuously variable transmission are supposed to offer a smooth transition while accessing utmost power. However, there has been a problem of jerky moment during initial acceleration. So what it says is for the initial acceleration, it has the jerky moment, which you can feel the engine speed doesn't want to go as you press the pedal. So that causes the jerky movement. So that's all the problem that might come if you have the CVT transmission vehicle.
Okay, thank you for the information. For the final question, can you rate your experience throughout using this CVT transmission? Do you have any weight or discomfort moment during using this technology? And do you prefer this new car rather than your old car? And also, finally, do you recommend people to buy a vehicle with this type of transmission or choose another transmission?
Okay, for the discomfort aspect, I think this is the new vehicle. There is no problems yet, so for the discomfort one, I think I don't have any problem with that. So I'm feeling comfortable with driving this car. And next, what is the question?
Can you recommend people to buy this?
Oh, recommend.
People
Okay.
buy car of CVT?
So for the guy that have family or friends, I think this car is suitable for them because this vehicle is not the sport car. So I think it's not suitable for racing or the sport guy car and the driving like crazy guy at the highway. So I think I recommend this car, but for family purpose, not for the racing.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you. Hashtag Labu Premium
Akalil moju.
Now we're going to take a look on the difference between continuous variable transmission and automatic transmission based on technical aspect. So the first one is for continuous variable transmission CVT is it has better fuel economy, smoother acceleration with no shift lock. It has smaller size and a lighter weight and have fewer components which make it lower cost to manufacture. For the automatic transmission, it has greater serviceability and lower repair costs. It has greater drive engagement and response through the use of individual gears, better sense of control with actual upshifting and downshifting, and it also produces less noise from the CVT. So if we were to conclude which is the better transmission between these two, it will boils down to the personal preference. For the CVT is the best option if you want to have more environmental friendly vehicle, and if you don't mind the less engaging driving experience. So an automatic transmission is option for people that want better overall performance and with lower cost maintenance. That's all from us. Thank you very much.